Okay, so our next book review is Peter Thiel, 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, and Blake Masters, who was one of his students in the Stanford course. Now, this book, once again, I listened to it on audio. I definitely recommend this and The Hard Thing About Hard Things by Ben Horowitz. It's a fantastic book. Quite controversial. He's very blunt in the concepts that he's trying to get across. Peter Thiel, for those of you who don't know, was one of the inventors of PayPal, and he was, I think, the first external investor into Facebook and did quite well out of it. And he's got very strong opinions on not just tech startups, but society in general and where we've gone since the end of the Second World War in terms of the difference between definite optimism, indefinite optimism, definite pessimism and indefinite pessimism. And what he has to say is extremely interesting in relation to how to get a business up and running, competition and capitalism and how they oppose each other, and how businesses should approach different aspects of creating a product, then finding sales channels for it. And it's extremely interesting what he has to say with all those topics, and how big tech companies, which are in the press at the moment, deal with their dominant positions in anything from search to retail to desktop publishing, so on and so forth. So 0 to 1 certainly reveals a lot of secrets, and it talks about secrets as well and the importance of them and where to find them, secrets in business and about the environment and people as well. And it's definitely a must read for people in business and startups especially. But I suppose for people in startups especially and people in business, The Hard Thing About Hard Things and Peter Thiel, 0 to 1, these are definites. You must read them because they're written by people who've been through the difficulties of setting up businesses, especially pre-revenue businesses and or pre-profit businesses, finding investors and creating markets and developing those markets and the difficulties surrounding it. So our second book review, Peter Thiel, 0 to 1, and his student Blake Masters, a brilliant book, another 5 out of 5.